Hey YouTube, Richician of Team Sorcerers here, and in this video I'm going to be counting down my top 10 favourite number monsters. Just because obviously we recently had Battles of Legend 4 come out, so check out um, my opening video if you haven't done so already, located here. um, and also Express Gaming's tin opening video, in case you haven't seen it already. Just up in the corner over there. Um, so yeah, anyway, this top 10 video I did do like 7 years ago, but obviously that was on my original channel, and well, that's gone, so this is a redo, but it will have changed since I last did it. Which is not surprising considering it's been 7 years. Um, so yeah, let's kick it off. So starting things off at number 10, I'm having to slide these out the number binder. In at number 10 is number 77, the Seven Sins. Basically because it's a nice additional option to play in Raid Raptors. At least 2 to 3 or 4 years ago, at least anyway. Unfortunately, I haven't got room to put them in my Raid Raptor extra deck right now. But it's still a nice handy option. Good alternative if you don't have any rank up spells to work with and you just change Last Strix into Ultimate Falcon and use it to go into the Seven Sins, and you have a 4,000 beat stick with a one-time destruction immunity effect. Very, very good, very, very handy. Um, yeah, it's awesome. Uh, Unfortunately, I don't have the room in my Raid Raptor extra deck anymore, like I said. But it's still a nice card, very nice card. In at number 9 is number 10, Illuminate. Wow, it really showed some glare there. Well, probably surprising to people, but yeah, I've always liked Illuminate because yeah, it's a knight, it's a warrior, generic rank 4, although it does need uh, 3 level 4s, which is kind of annoying. In fact, I think this is actually the first rank 4 that needs 3 level 4s, if I remember correctly. Um, they're not really easy to fit into a deck, unfortunately, but I love the effects though. It's sending a card from hand to grave to draw a card. Very nice, simple effect, and he's a 2/4 beater. I think I did briefly have him in my Yugi Gadget deck, just because I can. Um, Design is cool as well. Again, I wish I could play him in anything that runs rank 4s, but uh, there's just better rank 4s to play, unfortunately. Um, Obviously, if there's room, then I'll put him in. Um, but I still like the card regardless. He's cool. In at number 8 is the next number down. Number 11, Big Eye. Very, very handy generic rank 7 monster. Definitely worth having in, well, literally anything that plays level 7s and rank 7s. Dark Magician, Red Eyes, anything that can play Machina Fortress. Um, he's a cool, handy card to have on hand to permanently take monsters and use them for whatever, really. In fact, when I had Borrowload and Borrow Sword in my Dark Magician deck, I think Big Eye was the only reason I was able to make those in a duel, which is quite funny. Uh, but yeah, the reason why he's so low on the list is because he's also a love-hate card of mine. I like using him myself, but he's kind of annoying when it's used against me. I mean, let's face it, nobody likes having their monsters stolen from them. Let's be honest, especially since it's permanent. Um, I'm actually surprised that in all the 8 years this has been out, nobody's taken Dark Magician with it. But then again, that situation never came up, and hopefully it won't. It more likely will in a mirror match, or if I'm facing a Red Eyes deck. I don't know. Um, um, yeah, I like him all the same. Yeah, and he's a spellcaster as well, which can fit in with various spellcaster strategies like Spellbook of Knowledge if need be. I could even tribute him with illusion magic if I really wanted to, or magical dimension. Um, and of course, I can link him off after um, using his effect. So yeah, that's all there is to say about Big Eye, really. In at number 7 is uh, another rank 7 monster, which I think is underrated and overlooked. Number 76, Harmonizer Gradiel. I actually really like this card. Yeah, it did come out in last year's Battles of Legend. I was trying to remember if it was that one or Relentless Revenge. Um, yeah, it's a pretty nice effect. I'll just uh, tell you what she does in case nobody knows. This card's attribute is also treated as each of its attached materials attributes. Cannot be destroyed in battle by a monster with the same attribute, and cannot be destroyed by the activated effects of monsters with the same attribute. And once per turn, quick effect, I can target a monster in the opponent's graveyard, attach material from this card, and attach the target to this card. So, yeah, it's great for messing up any graveyard strategy the opponent might have. And it adds on additional attributes if need be, making her a tricky customer to deal with. Sorry, I'm checking the list. Um, I did actually play her in my Dark Magician deck for a little while, just because I wanted to try her out. Worked great actually. I think I only summoned her once though, and actually won a duel with her. Um, so yeah, it's a nice card to have in there. Um, Unfortunately, don't have room for her now, although maybe that could change in the future. Um, it's still a very fun card, all the same. Um, Number 6 is yet another generic rank 7. Number 74, Master of Blades. Arguably the best card in what was that set called? Uh, num I think Number Hunters. Yeah, it must be. I even had the name earlier. Um, but yeah, it's arguably the best card in the set. Hasn't been reprinted. He is such an awesome card. I like his design. Um, and has a very useful effect, which makes it so that the opponent doesn't dare use any effect that targets on this guy. Um, and it's a free pop afterwards. Absolutely love it. It's my camera. Oh no, there we go. I thought my camera froze for a moment there. Um, yeah, again, it's very awesome. Highly recommended in again anything that plays level 7 and rank 7 monsters. Um, like the decks I said earlier, I haven't got room in my Dark Magician extra deck for it though, unfortunately. I wish I did, but unfortunately not. I am able to play it in Red Eyes though, because there was plenty of room for him. Um, yeah, absolutely love it when I'm able to play it in a deck and use him. And then in at number 5 is Express Gaming's favourite number, and I think favourite exceeds as well, if I'm right. But either way, it is his favourite number. Number 32, Shark Drake. It's such an awesome card, despite the fact that it needs 3 level 4s as well. But it's so worth it. I currently play this guy in my Yugi Gadget deck just because it's that easy to get 3 level 4s onto the field. Like Tin Goldfish, Silver or Gold, then uh, green, red, or yellow. Boom, you have Shark Drake. Massive beat stick. Definitely a lot of fun just to use to go in for big damage, attacking a monster, destroying it, bringing it back and attacking again. Um, it's just awesome. It's a great way to end games and just take control of the field, really. Um, Again, I wish it could be played in more rank 4s, but yeah, again, getting 3 level 4s isn't that easy. Definitely a lot of fun and absolutely worth it. Then in at number 4 is number 61 Volcasaurus. Um, a really cool generic rank 5. Um, Basically a generic Destiny End Dragoon, only doesn't have that much of a drawback unlike uh, Destiny End Dragoon. Because when I use that guy, I have to skip my battle phase, whereas Volcasaurus just simply can't attack directly in the same turn. Of course, it doesn't really matter if either A, there's another monster to attack over, or B, I can just change this guy into Guy Dragon the Thunder Charger. Um, yeah, and I think and hope that I play it in my Poker Nights. I can't remember off the top of my head. I should do, because it is possible for me to make rank 5 monsters in that deck. But I'd love to have this one in there. But otherwise, I'm trying to remember if I've got it in my normal Pendulum deck. Yeah, it just goes to show how long it's been since I've used those. Um, but yeah, Volcasaurus is amazing. And a lot of fun, very destructive. I love it. In at number 3 is one of the over 100 numbers, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. Whoa, the caused a glare. The only over 100 number that's not a rank 4. Yeah, he again has a cool design, and he has such a cool effect, and is definitely worth playing in anything that makes rank 8s. Galaxy Photons, Blue Eyes, uh, Heretics, Gimmick Puppets. Um, it's just uh, incredible and can help get around problematic monsters, um, especially Time Lords, actually. In fact, there were two occasions, one of which I know I definitely used Blue Eyes, I don't remember the other occasion, where I summoned it and negated the effects of the Time Lord, so I could attack and destroy one of them. Brilliant out of Time Lords. Um, I mean, sure, this effect can only go off twice, but it's so worth it. And it's probably it will probably get to a point in the duel where it doesn't even matter. Let's be honest. And then, of course, there is the option of turning this guy into full armor or Cipher Blade. Although I'd rather use the Galaxy Ice Cipher Dragon to make Cipher Blade. Of course, there was Dark Matter, another number before that got banned. Um, yeah, Galaxy Eyes is awesome. Oh yeah, and he's a good option along with his number C form to summon off rank up magic, the 7th one. Because the number C form can just give me some protection and just allow me to attack with safety. I did. There was one point where I did try and play that engine in my Dark Magician deck. Didn't come up very often, unfortunately. Um, but it is a viable strategy and a good idea. Um, Play Dark Magical Circle, and if the 7th one is among them, stack. Easy peasy. Of course, I'm pretty sure other people have had that idea too. I know, I'm pretty sure Weber's 5 did at one point. So yeah, got the love Tachyon. Number 2 is another Galaxy Eyes rank 8, and I think it's Cybernite's favourite number, if I'm not mistaken. Number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. And yes, that is an ultimate rare, original print. Um, Prime Photon Dragon is just awesome. A really epic, upgraded form of one of my favourite dragons, Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon. He can become a huge beast on the field, allowing me to run over pretty much anything, really. Like by himself, he becomes a 5600 attack beat stick, but the more Xyzs that are on the field, the stronger he becomes and can just overwhelm anything in its path. Um, and its other effect is very handy too. If it's destroyed by a card effect, just come back in 2 turns. It's kind of unfortunate though that battle damage it does is halved if Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon isn't underneath it, but I guess that's fair enough considering what it can do. Then again, it just goes to show that this is better off being played in Galaxy Photons. Mind you, though, it was, and I guess still is, a nice option to play in Blue Eyes decks, because it's a generic rank 8. 4000 beta, again, it can still become stronger, and of course, you can turn it into full armor if need be. Yeah, absolutely epic card. And before I unveil the number 1 pick, which I'm pretty sure you can guess who that is, I'm going to give a couple of honourable mentions. First honourable mention goes to number 12, Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja. Another of the, I think one of the earliest rank 5 monsters in the game. Maybe first or the second? Well, one of the first, definitely. Um, yeah, he's a really cool card. Generic. Has a nice little protection effect from battle or destruction immunity. But not just for himself, but ninjas basically. So yeah, he's better in a ninja deck, but he is very, very useful outside of ninjas. Just 2/4 beta that can protect itself. Um, Pretty cool option in anything that makes rank 5s. I mean, sure, there are better rank 5s like Volcasaurus, Adrius, Armades. No, Tiraz. Yeah, Adrius and Tiraz. Armades is the synchro. And again, you can change him into a Gaia Dragon Thundercharge if you wanted to. So yeah, he's awesome. And the other honourable mention goes to one of the very first numbers that appeared, number 17, Leviathan Dragon. One of the first numbers to appear in a core set. You have being Terabyte, the first number to appear in the Zeal anime. He's a cool generic rank 3. And has seen a lot of play for a while. Just a nice, easy monster to summon that can become a 2/5 or 3k beta. It's just really awesome. A very nice option to have on hand. Unfortunately, he has been moved to the side in favour of things like Dante, Breaksword, Ghost Trick Alucard, Grand Pulse. But even so, Leviathan Dragon is just more fun though, and if you've got the room, I think it's worth it. Definitely. Absolutely. And finally, in at number 1, as I'm sure you can easily guess, my favourite number monster is, of course, number 39, Utopia. The very first number that was revealed, and the very first Xyz monster that we all got, really, because the starter deck it came out before Generation Force. So yeah, but yeah, it was pretty obvious because you know what channel you're on. I'm a sucker for protagonists, ace monsters. Utopia is no different. Yeah, like I said, the very first Xyz monster I ever played. Legendary Hero was the first deck I ever played this in. Yeah, you had to join Starless Dragon, Neos, and Dark Magician, because why not? Yeah, his attack negating effect is very cool, very handy, and he's a 2/5 beta. Kind of annoying that he has that drawback though, where he self-destructs if he has no materials and gets attacked, and it causes a replay, which is annoying. But still, I love it. I play it in literally anything that can make rank 4s. And I even stuck with it for like a few years afterwards. Even when other people weren't playing him anymore and were playing, only focusing on Honorarch, Castell, Exciton Knights, Dark Rebellion, Xyz Dragon, Rhapsody, and Berserk. I still stuck with Utopia for as long as I could. Um, uh, I'm just glad that he was able to see more play again when Utopia the Lightning came out and he got more attention. Although, unfortunately, he's not really played for his effects nowadays. Usually, whenever he comes out, a lightning is just slapped down on top of him, which is fair enough. Utopia the Lightning is a kick-ass um, Xyz monster. Um, yeah, he gets more love and attention in his own deck, though. Um, I still have my Utopia deck where I focus on not just Utopia himself, and not just Lightning, but the other forms as well, like Ray V and Ray Victory, two of my other favourite Xyz monsters. Um, I mean, yeah, that's all there really is to say about Utopia, really. Um, Besides the fact that he's had more reprints than I care to count. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what rarities he hasn't been in. He's never been a common. Uh, his lowest rarity is rare, battle pack rare to be exact. Um, I know obviously his highest rarity is the Starlight Rare Astral Language one, which I swear doesn't even exist. I mean, I heard that somebody on YouTube did pull it, but I haven't. Uh, I don't know who it was that did it, and I haven't seen the video. Um, in fact, I kind of want to get some more Battles of Legend Armageddon packs to see if I can get it. Um, yeah, this thing seems harder to pull than 10,000 Dragon, I swear. Like, in fact, I've seen, what, 4 or 5 people pull 10,000 Dragon? Um, it's funny, it's worth more, yet it seems easier to pull than Utopia. Um, but yeah, I want to try my luck at getting it. I mean, I don't personally need it, but I want to see if I can, and I know Express Gaming wants it for sure. So if I get one, I'd sort it out to him. Um, yeah, he has also not been secret, I believe. I know he definitely hasn't been an ultimate rare or a ghost. Um, all the same, though, he's had so many reprints. I believe he was nicknamed the King of Reprints at one point by my other good friend Neon Exodus. Um, it's quite funny. Um, and there's so many forms to him as well. I've lost count of how many forms Utopia's had now. Um, so yeah, that is it for my favourite number list. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, share, and subscribe. Um, and let me know in the comment section down below what your guys' favourite number monsters are. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.